Hey, you guys. I'm Catherine Yateman, and I just got home from work. So this isn't a new fresh face. I didn't just put makeup on. I got ready this morning at 7:30, and it's now 4:30. And it's extremely hot here. It's extremely humid. So I made it through the day without sweating everything off. But anyway, I'm going to try to get through this without my dogs barking. But there's a tip and trick I wanted to show you guys with the multitasker and eyebrows. Well, it's my trick. I'm not a fan of a really, the dark, heavy eyebrow because, well, I don't like it. And I also have one eyebrow over here that kind of stops. I think that one long, giant gray hair gets in the way and it just stops. So when I just try to use the pointy brush, these pointy brushes, it doesn't work. It doesn't finish. So I've got a couple of tricks that I do. I just started doing it. So I'm going to see if I can do this so you can follow along. One trick that I like to do is, also, when you're over 50 and things start happening with your eyebrows, even some young girls that have done dumb things and shaved their eyebrows, they never grew back. But for me, this one, I got this, the gray hair that keeps everything from just, like blending perfectly. So I like to do a drawed line first and then fill in. And another trick I use is, this toothbrush is about 30 years old. So, it's gross, but you can go to the dollar store and get a toothbrush, a kid's toothbrush for $1. This was like, I don't know what this was supposed to be. I believe this is an eyebrow brush, but you brush your eyebrows up first. Brush them up because, you don't want them down. This is my trick, one of my tricks. This is, do you guys remember when they posted the DIY hairspray? With all it is water, sugar, and your favorite essential oils. And I use lavender because, well, why not? Lavender calms everything down, so if it can calm these eyebrows down, I'm in business. But you don't have to put any oils in it. So this is my trick. So what I do, let me see if I can get my mirror going here, is you can either spray. We used to do this in the 80s. We sprayed our eyebrows up. You can use a little of this setting spray, the hairspray, the water sugar, and just, spray your brush and now I already got my eyebrows on, but they've kind of sweated up. Now I use this to just kind of set it. And then I use it also with my multitasker. I just do. You can use a setting spray, but here's the brush I use, and you can see how little that is? And the sharper the better, because I want to just make sure I draw there first so I don't bring my eyes down. Does that make sense? And I also don't want this big thick line there, and I don't want to be blending it because it looks like, a 1/2 inch of an eyebrow, and I don't want that. So anyway, what I do is I'll put just a little of, my spray. You can use the misting spray. This is just, I don't know, an old 80s trick, I guess. So I tap, oh gosh, barely any of the multitasker. And I just kind of, tap a little into my plate. I got too much going on here because I'm trying to show you at the same time. And then just put it on this little brush. And I don't start here. I start at the point and draw here because this can be feathered in. This is just a trick. Ooh, we're hot here. I'm sweating. Okay, so I just start like here, and I kind of go up above my eyebrow and stop. And this is my funky eyebrow. I kind of go up and stop. Now this one's kind of messed up from earlier today. And then I just let that dry. The reason why I use the little bit of the DIY hairspray is because it is so hot. and it's been 117, humid, and I'm outdoors a lot. And even though I have a cleaning business, so I'm sweating. Like today I did 3 houses, so I'm sweating all day. Then I go down to the barn and I'm sweating there. So the last thing I want to do, even though these minerals, I mean, they stay, but I don't want the rest of it to go, go south. So anyway, so I just let that dry for a minute, and you can, I mean, if you can see, I'll just kind of make it a little darker, just because. I just draw that part on. So I like the way that looks better than a blend. And this one is messed up, but whatever. That way, now we're getting really dark. And then you can use this brush, or you can, brush it in. I do like these angle brushes. My eyebrows are gonna get pretty dark here because this is what? Second application. So you just take your I do like the tip, and then I flatten it on my plate or whatever, and then I'll go up a light sweep carefully and do it like that. You can feather it in if you want to, but I don't like to. Once they're drawn on, I like the way that looks. So that's a trick for you people that want maybe a little bit finer line here, and you're not getting it with this because maybe you're starting here and then you're really pushing here. If you take a little teeny brush, a painter's brush works really good. This I don't even know where I got this one, but the thinner the better, and not fluffy. So some of this DIY hairspray will build up on that, and it will give it some sturdiness instead of being fluffy. But I just start here, and I start right up here at that point, and I go here to there and let that dry so I don't have the really thick eyebrow there. So anyway, I'm gonna go turn my air up. That's my trick with the multitasker. I'm really loving this a lot. I mean, I've always been a pencil girl, and I was never the gel one. But in the 80s, we used to use hairspray. We used to spray our little brush and brush them up. And that's a good trick. Use the DIY hairspray from Young Living. I think it was a cup of water, 3 tablespoons of sugar, a little bit of essential oil. You boil your water, you dump your sugar in, you stir it up, you throw your essential oils in, and you let it cool, and voila. So it's a really great put the hair in place setting spray. That's it. I hope this was kind of a cool little trick. Again, I just got home from work. Oh, my makeup was on. And, I did a go to work makeup job. So, I'm not here to show how great it looks. But I got ready at 7:30 this morning. Like I said, it's 4:30. But that's my eyebrow tip. All right. Again, you guys got to try this makeup. It's amazing. And the more I'm listening to Sarah Harnish's beauty school information, and she talks about all the bad toxins, the bad chemicals, and what's in our makeup, we are very lucky to have this. So you guys have a great day. Bye.